So I go need person who go dey manage my P, we go just help me, because that time things tight, things really tight. And the guy reached out to a couple of people, and that was how Don Jazzy happened. I was just looking for a manager.
No way.
I was not even thinking about a record label.
That's the way I get all my energy from. From the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god. And you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokbe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a brand new edition of Adeshokbe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast here in the heart of London, the Afromedia Studios, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And most times I'm joined in the studio by a special guest to chop it up one-on-one. As always, thank you for your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. The numbers are going up. Before we started this interview, I checked. My subscription was around 79.9 thousand. We needed to get into 80,000, get it into 100,000. So if you haven't subscribed before, please click the subscribe button. Let's get our numbers going up. The bigger our platform gets, the better we're in position to promote our own culture without waiting for others to promote us. This is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Drink and stay energized. This is for us, by us. Go on energygod.com. Just, buy a pack, buy, 2 packs, whatever it is, man. Just support the movement. And finally, if you do live in the UK and you'd like to buy yourself a brand new car or a second-hand vehicle, check out Ancode Car Sales. They're based in the UK. They can get you all forms of cars, from Jeeps to, salons, to exclusive cars, VIP cars, run around. You want to give your daughter a brand new car for university, anything, just give them a phone call. Tell them Shops You Do sent you, and they'll give you a personal shopper who would work based on your budget to make your dream car a reality. Check out anchocarsales.com. Now, joining me in the studio for the first time ever, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, via the Maven Record family, is a vocalist, an artist that I've been a fan of for a long time. Please welcome Magixx. This conversation be long overdue, my brother. What's going on?
It's been ages.
Yeah.
And we met a couple of times.
Absolutely,
even
man.
back in Lagos.
Yeah.
Yeah, also in London.
Yeah.
Several times. And I've always been looking forward to doing this with you. So it's like, I'm really glad to be here.
It's like you're too busy when you come to London. Is it the girls? What's the plan that makes you so busy when you come to London?
I think most of the times that we've come is usually for like maybe shows, so but right now, like, it's more of like promoting my album that
Which
just
is
dropped. So this was the right avenue,
Absolutely.
for me to reach out. I'm like, about let's do this.
Absolutely.
Finally that time.
Listen, man, I've like I said, I've been a fan of yours from the beginning, from the moment I heard your voice. I think I grew up in the 90s where, R&B was top on the charts. So I've always been, drawn towards singer-songwriters. In a world of Afrobeats where everybody's on the dance floor, you cut through. Before we get to the music, let's talk a little bit about yourself, man. Listen, Magixx. Where did Magixx come from? Where were you born and raised?
Magixx is I'm that guy from Ogba Okera, from, if you know very well, like Agege,
Yes.
you know Ogba. So it's like two different like neighborhoods, but like
they're close together.
That's where I'm from. I've been making music for my whole life, basically.
Wow.
Since I was like 13, I already dropped my first song, so I literally been making music, and I started off as a rapper, and the name Magixx was actually magic. So I remember watching TV one day, and I saw this magic band. The why you gonna be so rude?
Oh,
So I saw the name. I was like,
someone's taking it
they
already.
don't take my name. They don't take my name already. So I was like, nah, man. My real name is Alexander. So I took the X from the Alex. So then I made it Magixx. So, and then when I was in school, I told my guys that I'm going to be Barry Magixx, and then it stuck.
Wow.
Stuck from there.
What school did you go to? Like
Uh,
secondary? Did you go to university or
yeah, I did. I did.
where?
I went to Omole Grammar School.
Mm.
In Omole,
Yep.
close to Bega.
Yep.
If you're familiar.
Absolutely close to
Yeah.
Bega,
Yeah.
Lagos, near
Yeah.
K2 side.
Yeah. So, um, uh, I also went to University of Lagos, Unilag,
Oh wow.
from 2015 to 2019.
Mm.
Uh, I did mass comm, and now for there, gone. Now where the hustle can begin,
Mm.
cause and I didn't go to school because I wanted to do anything. I didn't want to do school. It wasn't school that was my plan
But you
because
just had to
I just
go.
had to go also because of my father then. And I was seeing people like YC, break out from Unilag. I was seeing,
So many
yeah,
talents
so
from
many talents
Unilag.
breaking out from me. I'm like, Baba, I go this Unilag, lesson at this Unilag, I go take breakout from. So I put in for Unilag and I didn't enter. I failed like 3 times
Hmm.
before I got in.
You
So,
wanted to go to
but I wanted to
Unilag.
go there because I felt like if I go to this school, I'll be able to connect with people that are going to be able to put my music on to
That's
somebody.
crazy.
And you know the funny thing, right? The final month that I graduated, I got reached out to, you know, by somebody, and it was like I reached out to someone that Baba, I need manager. Say so I go need person who go dey manage my P, we go just help me,
Hmm.
because that time things tight, things really tight. And the guy reached out to a couple of people, and that was how Don Jazzy happened. I was just looking for a manager.
No way.
I was not even thinking about record label. I was just thinking about, if you put me for here, if you put me on shows where I fit just do, maybe person see me,
See your
that kind of
talent.
thing. Yeah, so
Talk to me about uni, because this is the first time actually, because
mm,
I know a lot of people that went to Unilag from
yeah,
One Day Code, the
yeah.
Banjo,
Me, Joe Boy,
Razy,
we're same set.
so Joe Boy,
Yeah,
so many artists
yeah,
went to Unilag,
yeah,
but none of them had spoken about going into Unilag with
yeah,
the intention of meeting the creative industry,
yeah,
knowing fully well some of the graduates and what
yeah,
they become,
yeah,
but by the time you were stepping into that,
yeah.
you already saw that Unilag had
I already
produced.
yeah, I already saw the seeds. I already
Mm,
saw that this one going in lag, it blow. This one going lag, it blow. This one perform for in lag, it blow.
mm.
So from home, like we dey look everybody for phone, say CK go this school. All those kind of people, like
Wow.
I just dey look, say if I come up for Lagos, if you know work out too.
Wow.
So I
You want to
never wanted
travel
I
far.
never wanted to leave Lagos, you know. I didn't mind taking the risk. I told my dad that I'm never going to serve. That I'm just doing this school because of music. I
Wow.
told him
From the beginning.
from the beginning. I told him that I'm doing school because of music. And he used to laugh at me. But today, like, God has, helped us to a
To
certain
make
level,
that a
to show
reality.
him that, this thing that I always believed in, like, it's paying off. And I'm grateful to
Tell
God.
me about being at uni now. So you've got in now,
Yeah,
mass communication.
yeah.
What was that like? Still trying to do music. How were you doing that in the background? What was that
Ah,
like?
so I in school then, like, you would have to, like, because when I just got into school then, there was still like CDs were still a thing.
Mm,
So I remember recording like 2 demos before I got into school,
wow.
and those 2 demos, right? I had them like on like 20 CDs in school then.
Physically
So
handing it over.
physically handing up CDs, like telling people like Baba Alpha, just play my, because then they had Unilag Radio.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Unilag
yeah.
Radio,
It was popular with
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
youngest.
yeah, yeah. Unilag Radio was popular in Yaba as well, the
Yeah.
Axis, and Bariga into like Ikorodu. So that was like an avenue for me to, like, I never had no money, nothing. So it was like just to put this thing out there, this talent that, people are saying, oh, I feel
There's
like you have
something there.
something, like, just to put, I had CDs, so I was distributing these CDs, and one day, one guy in my class came to me, was like, yo, like, I love your music, man. I think you're really talented, blah, blah, blah. I think we should do Mascom Got Talent, so that was how I blew up in my department.
No way.
Yeah, so like that was like how I got some exposure, and then I went from like 300 followers, like 1,000 followers to like 2,000 followers in school. So that was how I started building my base in my department, and then people now started knowing me outside of the department, and we're performing at
Every
every
kind of event, every
bro.
night.
See Mariri Hall, Jaja Hall, see Bio Baku, Moremi, all the halls, bro. Like they know me, bro.
Every event,
They know
John.
me. That same clothes, oh. And that same shoe. That same clothes and that same shoe, baba. That clothes, everybody see him, no worry. So it was just that journey that thing helped build, character, and also like help my stage performance, help take away shame.
It's
Because
work.
yes, now you have to grind. People just see the glamour. You never see like what happened behind, or how you got to where you get to, and
Mm.
that's crazy.
Do you know, you were speaking about performing at
Yeah,
uni and stuff like that.
yeah,
All these other guys that you're talking about,
yeah,
Joe Boy,
yeah.
did you guys used to cross paths
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
hustle?
yeah, yeah, man. Like I remember when Joe Boy just dropped Baby, right? And this guy he just dropped Baby, and Baby was like 4 months in.
Mm,
The song was not yet big yet.
yeah.
That time if you drop song, you guys work the song for
No,
like you
in
guys work.
reality, you are supposed to be working a
You
song
have to,
6 months.
yeah, you have to work the song for like for a long time.
It's
So
just the industry that
yeah,
changed
Oxley
this
too.
whole thing.
Oxley too used to come to Unilag there. So like Oxley too used to be in like I used to hang out with Oxley too. I showed you, that time,
Absolutely. That when we
yeah,
linked
yeah,
up,
yeah.
you guys were talking
So
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. So Joe Boy, I remember when he just dropped Baby, and this guy was literally walking alone, like in the school, like at Moremi Hall. And I walked up to the guy. I was like, "Guy, you know, say this is a song, don't they blow?" He was like, "Ah, more, see, may God butter our bread."
Can
Oh,
you
like
imagine?
the song was already taking off. Like they were, and then the beauty about it was that it was all week. That time was all week.
Hmm.
So what all week is when like everybody come to your all, you celebrate your week, like your all week, and bro,
Yeah.
they were playing the song at every.
Every hall.
So not, I don't know, say more. This guy is
You guys
about to
say you
take
don't
off.
go.
He's about to take off, bro. Like I was like, yo, they say you don't blow, like, bro. This guy was still walking like normally, like a normal person, bro.
Nothing.
That same year, he dropped his EP, and his life changed. That
Yeah,
same year,
absolutely.
So I saw that, and I was like, this is process. Speaks to process, speaks to the journey. Oxley too. Like I remember very well. Like I used to go to their studio, Sulere or Jabi.
Mm.
That was the guy that introduced me to Oxley. Was like, I have this guy. His name is Oxley. He's very talented. I went to that studio. I was like, yo, like I've never seen anybody that's as talented as this guy.
Mm.
So I've seen people's process. So he,
So
he
there's a
allowed me,
background.
yeah, he allowed me to also know that life is about like graduating.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Levels. Talk
yeah,
to me about your style now.
yeah,
Because, when a lot of people were attacking the music,
yeah,
they're going straight to the dance floor.
yeah,
But you was reaching for something different.
yeah,
Especially in this generation.
Yeah.
You're reaching for the heart. You're
Yeah.
speaking to the soul, the
Yeah.
romance.
yeah.
How did you cultivate that? Where did that come from?
I feel like a lot of people that know me from day one, and also feel like my upbringing,
Mm.
has a lot to do with like the kind of music that I select. I grew up on my grandma because I live with my grandma, so I grew up learning that like just being yourself,
Mm.
is the most important element. Because
Individuality.
if I try to fake it, if I try to say, oh, that dance for the rain now, oh, that although I can do all those things,
Yeah.
been able to make danceable songs
Yeah.
over the years, that did serious numbers,
Yeah.
and like I've been able to make even Afrobeats, Afro
Yeah.
soul music that that have been globally accepted to
Yeah.
on my part, and that's if there's results in there.
Yeah.
Why do I want to why do I want to switch up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Growing up, my grandma taught me so much. And also come from a place where it's like, if you don't work, if you chop,
Facts.
if you don't work, if you chop, like what's they find, like that's work now. You have to show, you have to show up, you have to grind.
Mm.
So it's just like that's one thing I can preach easily, because it comes natural to me, because I'm a student of hustle. I'm a child of like coming from Zero. I look like Ajebosha. You know, I look like Ajebo because God just blessed me with the kind of face that you know, go even know say I be Yoruba
So
self.
you be Yoruba boy.
Eh,
With your mom, with your grandma,
yeah.
what was that like? Who were you? Were you living with cousins? You
Yeah,
had
I was living with my
aunties?
cousins and we used to hawk bread.
Hmm.
Like we used to hawk bread for the bakery. Like on like so we didn't used to allow us hawk on they didn't used to allow us hawk from Monday to
Because
Fridays
of school.
because of school. But you see Saturday, Sunday and holidays we dey hawk bread though because we get our own bread, P where we dey run that time. They run flour stuff. So we actually work in a bakery. So we actually help them hawk the bread.
Wow.
And we get paid like 150. So then that 150 now go
That's
take
what you use as you.
use the enter. No, now you go take still go school. Now you go still take go school. So that was like my experience with that also side. But my grandma was also a very like practical dickness that used to
Mhm.
take us to church as well. So and she was really deep. I learned so much from her, and it's part of those things that keep me going.
Do you have
Like
any siblings?
yeah, I do. I have three siblings, man. Even back home, like even back, my. Do you know how I got to my grandma's house? Because where I was coming from was too rugged. They told them that they should bring me to to
To
my
your
grandma's
dad's.
side because that side,
That's
if I grew up there, I would become a tout. Do you
in
get?
Omole.
No, Kera Ogba Ogba. So if I grew up there,
Mm.
like there was no hope
You were
for me.
gonna join the. You were gonna join the
Bro, I'm
streets.
telling you, we used to sell taba.
No way.
I'm telling you, man.
As a teenager,
Yeah, bro, not a teenager. Oh. I never even teenager yet.
as a baby, bro.
Yeah, he sell tower, bro. He
Wow.
sell tower, baba. He sell tower. He sell JD. They help people carry their boat. The
Oh
whole
wow.
lamb.
As a kid,
I swear, bro.
did you
I
know what
swear.
you were doing back then? As a kid, did you know that this was like parts
So,
of the underworld,
so,
basically?
so to us, it was not. It was never like. It never felt like that. It never felt like, oh, I was doing something that was crazy. To
Yeah.
me, it was exciting. I don't want to say exciting because it sounds
But it was just
funny,
part of
but
what
to me
everybody
now, it
was
was
doing.
just like, oh, if I help this baba hold him bag, because now he no go on make police come raid am, so he go give me the bag. Now me go be like small boy, nobody if he come hold me for anything. So I will just hold the bag. Person go come 15 naira, 20 naira, 30 naira, go give am the tab, go give am the JD.
Wow.
That time as skunk the rain.
God damn.
So we're holding the bag, and at the end of the day, we give you like 20 naira, 15 naira. Just take out your side.
Did you, as a child then,
Yeah,
in that world,
yeah.
were you inquisitive enough to try a little taba puff
No,
puff
do you know the
pass?
funny thing, right? I never for once smoked, like, because of that. Because I saw how it changed people's lives.
Mm.
I used to see,
The people that
yeah, yeah,
came to
yeah, yeah.
buy the
People that were
stuff
coming
were
to
run
buy,
down.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I used to look
Facts.
at them like I know because I grew up with them. Do you get me? I used to see when people would come and then they started healthy. They would look healthy, but
And
like
then,
after 1 2 years, I'll just see that this guy don't be slim. And I remember when he just came, the guy was fresh. The guy still had maybe one good shoe. And you see the guy now, you now come start asking me for credit. Baba Alpha, tell that old guy say I will come back, can't give him money. That kind of piece. So so
damn,
me now I'll be forced. I'll be like, Baba, she make I give her this. Sometimes they even go on beat you, but just gas submit. And then the person will get her now, come tell me, no worry. Say don't worry, he's going.
that's crazy. As a child,
Yeah.
witnessing that, going through that,
Mm.
and now being in the music business,
Mm.
what kind of skills, if any,
Mm.
did that, teach you?
Is to abstain, man. Is to abstain for as long as possible because
Mm,
it's not like if like me now smoke vape,
mm,
but because I know the origin of everything. I know how this thing be. I'm not so much into like the art of like doing so many like that taught me that. Also it taught me like not everybody that smokes and drink is a bad person.
mm.
Some people just need something to like pass through that
Yeah.
thing that they're going through, and like there's no family, there's no hope, there's no nothing day. Do you get me? So it's like they just look at that thing like everyday journey. That's their go-to. Once they wake up in the morning like this,
That's the
my
one thing they
my
think.
mom she used to sell baraga too, sha.
Hmm.
So my mom she used to sell like gin and stuff. So that was how like, and our shop was in the trenches,
In the
like the
hood.
back. Yeah. So so that was just how like, and they used to sleep inside my mom's shop. Like we had a kiosk, like we had where we used to put like what do they call
Drinks
them? The
and
drinks, yeah.
everything.
So there was a space there that those boys they would sleep there. So
Damn.
I could see that it's not because they want to be here.
And
You
there's
get, it's not,
nowhere to go.
yeah, it's not because they want to be here, bro. Like they kill snake. They buy see we they kill snake like this, baba. Rain go fall like this, snake go they come outside, go they kill and bro,
And
go mix
people
a
still
bar.
sleep
Real
there.
life, baba, for there. Snake they come outside from fence like this, go now excitement you dey see snake, baba.
Yeah. I know. Same. I know.
Now excitement
I
too.
know. I know.
They see snake like this, oh more. They
Noise,
see
everybody
rats,
go
they see
begin.
bushmeat, oh more. Make that rat go dey fear to come that place, baba.
Because
See,
na death, na
rat no
soup
dey
be
like
that.
come again, baba. I swear.
That's
I'm
crazy,
telling
man.
you. I'm
Talk to
telling
me.
you.
You mentioned ultimately linking up with Don Jazzy.
Mm.
What I always wanted to do whenever I spoke to anybody that's come in contact with it, I want you to tell me your Don Jazzy moment. That moment where you're face to face with this phenom who
Damn.
have changed many lives,
Yeah.
and you find yourself in a position where this
Yeah.
might be happening to you too.
That was like that was something because I didn't the day I met him, right? I did not believe that it was that tall. Because he's a giant,
Yeah, he's a
right?
big man.
So and then he had a tattoo, I had a dollar sign
Mm.
tattoo. I never knew Don Jazzy had a tattoo.
Yeah, because he's
Because he
corporate.
always yeah, before I met him, I never knew he had a
Yeah.
tattoo. So when the day I saw him, right, it was his back I saw. And I saw somebody that's a giant that has a tattoo.
As a
So
bad guy,
me, I
say.
look say, who be this guy say? Because I don't know. I didn't know
Yeah.
because I wanted to open the studio. Yeah, I remember I wanted to open the studio door. And I think it was at the distance. So I didn't know it was him. So as I want enter, I just see, and you know the funny thing, he already invited me 3 months to the studio already. So me, I don't even work for studio for like 3 months.
But you hadn't seen him.
But I've not met him. But we've been
Wow.
talking like, oh, Baba, but I never had any idea of the physique. So someone just told me that I should look up. As I look up, Baba, oh, more, I'm all blind, though. Baba, they shine. Baba, they shine. I say, oh, boy, see, boss, like, it was an honor. Like, it was really like, coming from school, like, I got reached out to, like, okay, so I just finished, right? From uni. We just submitted our project. I don't even if we do the project sef,
Yeah,
because
just
depression will
defend.
choke. Depression will choke, but
Why?
because like I was thinking I'm going to do it. I want
That
to do
school
them.
is
I came,
finished now.
yeah, I
Yeah.
come school like what's next? And I didn't want to go back to my father's house. I didn't want to, like, the shame go too much. It's not even shame, self. It's like what I came here to do.
You
I
haven't
feel
done
like
it.
I've not done it. So, and I was in a day off campus with my guys. We like six with a squad together off campus. So they pay like 15K to
Yeah.
like pay like the rent that time. So it was only me and my other guy, Femi. The guy that came to me was like, we should do the talent show.
Yeah.
And it was my manager. Still, he's my
Still
road
part of the
manager
team.
now. Yeah, he's my road manager now. Big shout out Femi.
Mm.
So we what was I saying?
You were talking about you did problems
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
meeting other.
Coming from like being reached out to 3 months after school, like that's like somebody changing your trajectory, So like I didn't know how to express myself, but like I was like, Baba, thank you so much, man. Like I was just grateful right there, and he was so cool, It didn't even make me feel like he has done anything. Like those kind of
Yeah,
people who
yeah,
could make you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like, say, no worry,
So
like we got that day. People they call me bro. Imagine Ojazi calling you bro.
Hey, Baba, I beg,
He
I
say,
beg, I
bro.
beg.
I say, hey, bro, okay, how?
I beg, bro. I beg. I don't be your bro. I be your son. No.
He say, bro. Ah, I say, my man, no be
So when
bro.
did you sign to Mavens?
I got signed so after I recorded like songs,
Yeah.
I got reached out to again in 2020, like towards like September
Yeah.
2020. I think September October, I don't know, thereabout.
Mm.
And I got offered a contract because I've recorded.
Yeah.
I was backstory. I was like they signed Bayani, Boy Spice, Ira.
Yeah.
So I was the last to come. Me
In
and
that. Oh.
Life Size Steady were the last to come. So and then they were going to unveil Ira that September,
Mm.
but because of what happened with the October 2020, that
Yeah.
October P,
2020.
so they didn't unveil Ira anymore. So they now pushed a release to January. So they were supposed to unveil Ira in October,
October.
unveil me in
So
January.
that pushed
So he
everybody's
now
on.
moved everybody's calendar. So
God
yeah,
damn.
that's one little
What's it
backstory.
like being part of a label like that, where you have other artists,
Yeah.
where people are moving? What's it like as an artist? Is there,
Mm.
of course there's expectations from the
Mhm.
label because they want you to be successful,
Mhm.
but you individually, what are
Mhm.
your expectations? What's it like being in the
Um,
midst of this many talents and
Yeah.
everybody really just
Yeah.
gunning for success?
Is to be honest, like people will just come and be like, oh, this one, that one, this one, that one. Like, bro, like first of all, like everybody that you're pointing to without moving, first of all, they can feed their family.
Facts.
Like, first of all, like everybody that you see on that roster, you just come, you be like, oh, this one, like people just come and talk down on some people. Like people talk down on me too. You be like, this one, you never blow reach them, I never blow. Like, bro, I see that a lot, and I'm like, bro, like, first of all, I'm grateful to be here.
Facts.
I'm not contented where I am, but like
But the
this.
talent still feeds.
First of all, like I've come a long way, bro. Like you need to see me. If you see my throwback, bro, I came all the way to London, bro, by myself, bro. I paid this flight. It's not be saying like I'm actually good.
Facts.
Like in real life, in the real settings of things, it's not like I'm swimming in poverty now.
But at
But
least
I've come.
the
I'm
art
grateful
has
to
taken you.
I'm grateful to God. So I never for once be like, oh, yes, I want greater things. I want
Yes.
to be the biggest in
Of
the
course.
world. I always say this.
That's okay.
And every man for himself at the end of the day. And I never look down on anybody. I never look at anybody and be like, oh, this person is so far gone. Like life is very, very, you know, life is unexplainable.
Facts.
As long as you work hard, like it's only up. And I never hate on anybody. I'm very cool with Rema, very cool with Ira. We've done songs, like
Smash records.
yeah. So it's like I'm
Smash
contented
records.
with
How you're
I'm not
moving.
content. Yeah, I'm not content with where I'm at.
But
But like I'm not hating on
You're
anybody. Yeah. No. When I'm going to get when I'm going to get where I want to get to, I'm gonna get there.
facts.
And life is like gradually, so each to each his own.
Absolutely.
Different times, different strokes for different folks. Nobody's
Who were you listening to growing up? Who would be your go-to musician like that you listen to?
Damn, man. Me?
What were you listening to?
Oh man, I listen to Sonny Ade, I listen to Lagbaja, I listen to Michael Jackson, I used to listen to Biggie, Tupac. My daddy had all the CDs. I'm telling you, like my father had. There's no drop. I'm telling you, down to Akbala music, down to
Taste was eclectic.
my dad played we used to, our stack of CD, right, used to be like, you see this thing, see how tall this thing is,
Yeah.
like two of it, we had it
I
in
know
our
those types
house.
of homes.
Yeah, so yeah, CDs, not be say racks, CDs. So I just have a very, very vast, um taste in music. But I would say that I was heavily impacted by, the growth of like Wizkid, because I was very small.
So
I
you
was very
stay
small. I
young.
was impacted by Chris Brown too, and I was impacted by Justin Bieber because I was looking at them like
Young
they
guys.
look like me.
Yes. Yes.
I was tiny, but like I could see myself in them because they look like,
Absolutely.
they look so like I could see myself like, if this person can do it now, why can't I do it? And I told myself before I'm 17, I'm gonna blow up.
That's
That was like
amazing.
my target. I was like, before I'm 17, So those people really inspired me to, to know that. Even though I knew, but like also because it's now like more popular, you know.
Absolutely. That's why I
So
always said it that, when whiskey came into the game,
yeah, Davido too, like
yeah, like
it's like
like they energized
yeah,
younger people.
yeah,
We a year we're celebrating Whiskey's entrance, and then another year we've
mm-hmm.
got Davido's entrance, and then we've got like the young people
True,
all of a sudden
true,
started pushing. And what that did was it impacted people like
yeah,
yourselves.
yeah,
That now the game is open
open
for young people
people,
too, and that's
yeah.
what we're benefiting
Even at
today.
that time, right? Even at that time, even my house, they say, ìwọ leléyìí tó draw tattoo sára yìí. Kí ló tó ìwọ tattoo sára? Ìwọ ní pé music ló fẹ́ ṣe.
Is this what I say by you?
Má fagbó. Má bá wọn fagbó.
I forgot. That's the perception from family and friends
Yeah,
that
yeah,
once you get into the
yeah.
entertainment
Like,
business,
má bá wọn kóbìnrin.
freedom.
Yeah.
Talking about women, you sing to women,
Yeah.
which means a larger percentage of your fan base
Yeah.
will be women.
Funny enough,
How
it's
do you
men.
Are you for Well,
if you check my back end, it's like 65% men.
that's it.
I'm telling you.
Well, I'm one of them, so
I think it's a lot of women that listen to my music.
Yes.
My cult following are more men. Men are fans of my music, and I used to wonder why. But also, I think it speaks to the aspect of me that sings motivational music.
That tells
so
stories.
yeah, so I think that's why, that it's like that.
Listen, you've dropped hit records over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You mentioned Ira. You had a big smash with her. You had a collaboration with them Rema and
Yeah.
stuff. Huge records. And then for a while, you've been talking about dropping your album.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen records on social media. Some of your videos on social media has to be commended. Who records your little videos that you post online?
Big shout out to Sage. It's my guy. It's my creative guy.
Nah, man.
We work together hand in hand. Even the album artwork is short tips. Big shout outs to everybody on my team. That I've helped also mold this image. The imagery is very intentional. There's nothing that we've done that is not like we sat down to say, okay, does this look nice? Does this look presentable? Is this what we are going for? So a big shout outs to them.
Absolutely, man. The
Yeah.
image has always been very strong. Like
Thanks.
when you post videos, I repost them straight away because it's just catchy.
Thanks, Baba.
And nowadays, a lot of people, I think one of the most difficult things, yes, people can make incredible music. Everybody can do that. But because of how social media has been very important in promoting and marketing brands, creatively, a lot of people are struggling to be able to create a brand. And I think that's one thing that you've gotten very well with your team.
Thanks, Baba.
And those videos are crazy. So like I was saying, I've seen the videos, I've seen songs here and there,
Yeah.
but it's part of a project. Talk to me about this album that's out, title of the album, and what your intention in creating this album. What was your intention coming into this body of work?
I Dream in Color, that's the title of the album. If you've not listened to the album yet, it simply means I dream big. Simply means I dream big, and it's also when you say dream, it's personal. It's okay for it's not dreams. Everybody's not supposed to see dream.
Everybody has different dreams.
Yeah, aside from everybody having different dreams, like it's also like if you dream, it's personal.
Yep.
So people don't see your vision, people don't see your dreams, But when you actualize it, then that's when people will see it, So I Dream in Color just simply means that I see myself, in the greater light. I see myself in the stadiums. I see myself, with the big features, with the Drakes, with the Kendrick Lamars. I see myself, being at the top, being at the pinnacle of all this, And it's okay for you to not see it yet, but I'm gonna get there.
Going there.
That's what I Dream in Color simply means. And the album is like it's super packed with so many songs that speak
flavors.
to
I think it's 13 records.
yes, 13 strong records.
Strong records.
Yeah. That speaks to my trajectory, There's love tunes here and there also on the album, but basically it's to motivate the people, that are going through what they are going through right now, that they have no voice, people that want to elevate to the next level, that are looking at it like, is this possible? Show my sheshe,
Mm.
So this album is like, it's speaking to that. It's speaking to the average person, it's speaking to even the ones that have gotten to point A and are hoping to
Want
get to
to
point
elevate.
B, But you have to realize that you're able to get to point A and you had nothing. Even to myself,
Facts.
I remind myself, like, bro, like when I got to Maven, Baba, like I did not have money to go there. I didn't have money. Like me and my guys, like we didn't have money to go to the studio. They told us to come to the studio. We did not have money to go there. So now I already went there the first day by myself. I was like, oh more, make I just like when I got there, that was when they were telling me that, Baba, no, but you go pay the Uber, no worry, now we go sort them. I was like, oh more.
I didn't want to say it before, but yeah,
So now we go
it's
sort the
hard
Uber.
out here in the streets. You know what I mean? But shout out Don Jazzy and them, lot.
Like, bro, I can't, bro. So that's my journey, So sharing that on this album was so important to me, saying what it is that I've been through in life, how I've been able to navigate all these parts and where I want to get to was so important for me. And because it's my first project, I really wanted to share that. Songs like 11 speaks to that. Voices, they speak to
Voice
that.
crazy record,
Thanks,
man.
Baba.
But who did the lyric video?
Osage as well.
Osage, listen, man. If you do a lyric video, you need to put the lyrics on it, bro. You know what I mean? Don't just put the video online. I'm thinking to myself, is it my eye? I can't see no lyrics, bro.
It be like say they upload the wrong one, but time don't go.
Well, you can
Time
still
don't
put it
go.
on Sage, bro. Because I started to question myself. Maybe that my eye knows see anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I ain't seen no lyrics here. But I'm just gonna keep quiet. I didn't want to go in the comments and people saying, oh, the lyrics of this song is fantastic, and then my eyes want deceiving me. So I just left it. No, voice is crazy.
Thanks, Baba. Thanks.
That's a crazy record. I noticed that you only have one collaboration on there.
Yeah, that was even on purpose though, because we're supposed to clear the feature on the song, and then the person already gave us go ahead. We already reached out to the person. We shot the art. That was supposed to be the first single of the album.
Wow.
That's the funny thing. December, we already paid them for styling, but some people just, some people
Takes
just,
time.
some people have like their own plans.
Things happening.
And God's plan too is like something that I don't take my eyes off,
If it doesn't align,
If
then
God,
maybe God.
if God no make it be, but you're not waiting God won't be that, So sometimes, like, there are many times that I've beat myself up for something that when I now look back, I was like, why be the overthink that time? Because if what I wanted later, happened, but at the right time, so maybe the song was not supposed to be an album, because but it was a very strong song that I wanted us to lead with, but yeah, we were able to
So
clear it.
one collaboration
Yeah.
on the project,
Yeah.
was that intentional? That I only just want one. I want people to feel me
It was
on this
two
album.
collaborations.
And then one didn't make it.
And the one that we're supposed to put out, 9 minutes, came and was like, they want to drop their project.
Wow. Are you still speaking to the artist now?
I don't have any bad blood, because me, I know, say, it can happen to anybody, so I won't lie, I was pissed.
And that song didn't make it at all.
It didn't make the album, like,
the lead single.
yes.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah. But that was by the way.
How do you deal with that in the industry? I've been in the industry for quite a number of time, and I've dealt with certain disappointments, especially when you have expectations based on different types of relationships. Some I've handled well, some I've handled very badly.
True.
And I'll be honest with you.
True.
Growing up, I've reacted terribly in some cases.
True.
And now I try to guide young people and stuff, but I still know that you have to go through your emotions.
Yes, yeah.
How do you handle certain letdowns? Example like that.
Yeah.
A brother of yours or a female friend of yours.
Yeah.
You guys are colleagues.
Yeah.
You've done this record. You're so excited in the studio. You guys are
Bro.
chatting. Everything's fantastic.
Bro, like
And then it's time
it
to
was
put
so
it out.
crazy.
And then
It was so crazy
they
that
flake on you.
they picked the day for us to shoot the video.
God,
We paid for styling.
gosh.
Like we paid for styling. We already shot the artwork. I shot the artwork in Zambia. I'm telling you, like I was in Zambia when I shot the artwork. I paid some, like I don't even want to go
You've
into
done so
like,
many.
it's emotionally draining sometimes when you think about some things, but I'm
Do
it's
you
cool.
leave that part to management, or do you make the artist
because
the artist
because it was artist to artist
Yeah.
from the start. It was never like the manager reached out to the person. It was me that reached out. That Baba Alpha come through, maybe run this speed, and it's like let's not go in there.
and when
It's disappointing. That's the only thing I
yeah,
can say.
and when that doesn't happen,
Yeah.
do you still go the artist to artist route to say, yo, my
Yeah,
nigga?
I did that though. Like I did that, but like it's like they were already sold on what they wanted to do.
Mm.
So I could tell from like
The energy was off.
the energy was different. So I was like, make we no stress this P. And then my manager was like, he knew all along, but he didn't want to say anything. I was like, he said he knew, but he wasn't sure because of how they started moving towards
when it was time to get to work.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah, man, I like the way you deal with that.
Yeah.
The fact that God's timing is the best.
Yes.
First of all, this album is incredible.
Thanks.
The artwork is fantastic.
Thanks.
The sounds that you bring to this culture is very necessary. We have different styles, and your space is your space.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very hard for people to have their own space. So when you're blessed with your own lane, then that just shows you your own journey. Is there.
Yeah.
All you need to do is make sure we know that the music is coming.
True.
And you scream off the rooftop when it touches down. Reach out to your fan base, not necessarily the fans, but also industry heads that are your fans. They become your ambassadors. I'm a Magixx fan. I played your record Crazy from radio, even when I didn't know nothing about you.
Yeah.
So people like that, make sure you go into your phone book
Yeah.
and do the personal reach outs. Create a broadcast list. I'm giving everybody game. As a musician, you should have your own broadcast list of the important people that can help you to put your message out. So once you're getting closer to your music, you hit them. Music is coming. Maybe some of them can even listen, advise you on some. Bring them in to be part of the marketing. So because that one you can do without spending money.
True. Very true, man.
That
Like, and the best favors are the ones that you don't pay for.
Facts. Because genuine.
Because they're gonna go the extra mile for you.
It's genuine. It comes, it's genuine. So even if some of them, you might have to still support them one way or another, that's cool. But that initial genuine love, you've crossed that line without having to pay for it. And that is one of the most difficult things to find in the entertainment industry.
Very true.
So I want to say I'm excited with this project. What's next? Now it's time for us to start seeing you on stages. You should even be doing something intimate whilst you're in London.
Yeah, we are putting something together. I'm yet to confirm everything.
Okay.
But we're supposed to do like two events next week.
Okay.
I was going to even tell you, but I didn't want to say anything yet because I've not confirmed everything. We're trying to do like our own thing for the fans,
Yes.
like a listening as well. We're also doing shows. Here in the UK. We're doing like East African tour. The first week of April, I'm in Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya. I think we're also in I think we're doing four countries.
Something.
Yeah. But we already booked that.
That's good.
Everything is set for that. We're supposed to do Canada as well.
Okay.
Canada in May. So yeah, America tour as well.
That's
So
good.
everything is supposed to like, to build up like that. Yeah.
Listen, once again, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. This project is incredible, and I want people to go out there and check and support you. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother, Magixx. Thanks for
Thank you so much for having me, man. Baba, I appreciate it so much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
The Afrobeats Podcast.
Right, Resin got that sauce.